The first day she walked into his office, Nathan Hayes knew he was in trouble. Sophia Carter was different from the other patients. There was something in her posture, in the way her brown eyes held his without hesitation, that triggered an alarm in his mind. He was an experienced professional, with years of therapy under his belt and a code of ethics as solid as stone. But from the very first session, he felt the danger of forbidden desire seeping into his thoughts. "Dr. Hayes, I need help understanding why I always end up in destructive relationships." Her voice was soft, yet carried a natural sensuality she seemed unaware of. Her sweet perfume lingered in the air, trapping him in every word she spoke. He cleared his throat, adjusting his glasses and picking up his pen to focus on her file. "Let's explore that together, Sophia. Tell me about your last relationship." But with each session, he realized it wasn't just her story he wanted to explore. Weeks passed, and what started as an ordinary case of psychological counseling turned into a dangerous game of unresolved tension. Sophia opened up to him in ways that went beyond the emotional. There were moments when she looked at him in a way that made his breath catch. Small gestures, subtle touches when reaching for a tissue or fixing her hair, sent his imagination wandering into forbidden territory. And then, there was that day. She wore a red dress. Nothing excessively revealing, but tight enough to make him restless. The conversation drifted toward her experiences with men who never knew how to treat her the way she deserved. "I've never met a man who truly understood me," she confessed, slowly crossing her legs. Nathan felt the knot tighten in his throat. He forced himself to look away, focusing on the blank clipboard in front of him. But he knew that if he looked at her again, if he lost control for even a second, he would no longer be the therapist in that room. And then came the fatal question, "What about you, doctor? Have you ever wanted something you shouldn't?" He froze. The clock signaled the end of the session. He stood up quickly, trying to keep his composure. "I'll see you next week, Sophia." She just smiled. He knew he should end the sessions. He knew what he felt was wrong. But desire was a disease without a cure, and he was already infected. And then, one night, everything fell apart. It was by chance. Or maybe fate was a cruel prankster. He saw her at a bar on the other side of town. Sophia, stunning in a short dress, laughing with a friend, a drink in her hand. When their eyes met, an electric silence formed between them. She didn't look away. Nathan knew he should walk away. But instead, he walked toward her. "Dr. Hayes, what a coincidence." Her tone was playful, but her eyes said something else. "Nathan. Just Nathan, tonight." And then, he made the mistake that changed everything. He accepted her invitation for one last drink. Her apartment was bathed in soft lighting. Nathan had barely stepped inside when he felt the warmth of her body moving closer. Every inch of him screamed to stop, to turn around and leave. But then, she whispered, "Tell me you don't want me. And I'll stop." He tried. But his mouth found hers before any words of resistance could be spoken. The kiss was desperate, like a secret revealed too late. Her hand slid down his chest, unbuttoning his shirt, scratching his skin as he pressed her against the wall.